So not going out also means not going to church or to temple, which can be really tough on people, especially when so many are turning to their faith to help them get through these difficult times. Well, that has many congregations turning to a different method of coming together in prayer: virtual church services. Right now we have Tim Lucas, lead pastor of Liquid Church in New Jersey, to talk about this. Good morning. Thank you for joining us.
Good morning. Great to be with you.
All right, so during these tough times, Pastor, a lot of people are panicking, there's stress, there's anxiety. People are obviously turning to their faith in order to find some kind of hope through all this. So what are you doing to ease some of the worries out there during this difficult time?
Well, I serve as the lead pastor of Liquid Church in New Jersey, and we have 7 congregations all around the city. And so this is a chance for us, even though we're social distancing, we don't want to relationally distance. We want to actually bring people together online. And so we moved all of our in-person services on the weekend to live stream on Facebook Live and a church online platform. And it's really been remarkable. Typically, we'll have about 5,000 people in person on a Sunday. But this past weekend, we had 20,000 people log on to worship virtually.
Wow, those numbers are really remarkable. And I assume that's just because people find it easier, right, just to tune in from the comfort of their home instead of getting dressed up and traveling to a church.
Hey, I get to preach in my pajamas.
Your business on top, pajamas
really.
down below, right?
That's right. Yeah, it actually is a wonderful time. I mean, this is a time that people feel a lot of fear, and we're encouraging them really to choose faith, to choose God's peace over panic and worship over their worry. And so bringing them together, we're actually hosting midweek prayer services online on Facebook Live. And this past Wednesday, we had over 1,100 people live chatting, pray for my uncle who's in the ICU. We even had a man who was in the ICU. We've been praying for him, and he was going to be intubated. He was able to get in the live chat, and we thank God for his mercy. He didn't have to be.
He was actually on the live chat with you?
He was on the live chat because he had his phone with him in the hospital room, and so we were able to pray for him right on the spot virtually. So we thank God for technology.
That means so much to the people who are in the hospital and they cannot even see family members right in there in person. So thank goodness for technology. So what about older members who may not be as tech savvy? How are you reaching out to them?
So we have redeployed all of our ministry staff, and that means we are reaching out to call all of our elderly, our senior saints, the senior citizens, really the most vulnerable. We have a lot of families in our church who have special needs. And so we're really checking in and making the extra effort to check in, weekly, daily, sometimes with people who are at risk or compromised or immune and feeling vulnerable and lonely.
All right, so this weekend is a big one, Palm Sunday, and then we obviously have Easter coming up very soon. How do you plan to help your members celebrate the religious holiday when they cannot gather?
Well, it's interesting, the timing of this. Of course, here in the Northeast, the apex is really being projected to reach its zenith on Easter weekend. And I think that's significant. This Easter will be bittersweet for many people of faith. But we do have a theology of suffering to go along with our theology of life and resurrection. And so as we enter Holy Week, we're telling our people, take time to really draw strength from your faith, that even when we're reminded our world is out of control, God is in control. And so we know that Jesus carried a cross before he received a crown. And so we are going to go through some temporary suffering here in the tri-state area, but in the end, we believe that God will prevail.
All right, and that's a message a lot of people are taking to heart. A lot of them really want to hear it and need to hear it during this difficult time. Pastor, thank you. We do appreciate it.
God bless you. Joy to be with you.
Take care.